Now at 6, the 4 states can feel pumped up about gas prices now on the decline.
How to make sure you and your kids are safe online as the school year begins. I'm Fernanda Silva and I spoke with a specialist who has hints.
And Pittsburgh plans to serve up a new nationally known pancake house in the very near future.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
In the coming weeks, students will be back in the classroom. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. Many will complete assignments on Chromebooks and tablets as cyber risks continue to grow. It's a topic that parents we spoke to have top of mind, keeping their kids safe online. KOAM's Fernanda Silva has more.
Sophomore Jocelyn Perkins' parents won't let her have social media until she's 16 years old. The reason is clear for her.
They want me to just know what the dangers are of social media before I get it, and just see how it kind of affects people around me first.
There are many ways to keep an eye on what their kids are doing online, especially as the school year starts.
Both Apple and Android phones today have parental controls built in, so if you just spend a little time figuring out how to use those on your phone, that's a good place to start.
Mother Teresa Locke already has that figured out.
My husband and I monitor everything that he's watching, making sure that there's parental controls, and then we limit the amount of time that he's getting on those as well.
Car Junction School's technology director, Marshall Grant, also encourages having conversation with kids about cybersecurity, even if it is an indirect conversation.
What's the funniest thing you saw online today? And maybe they'll answer that question for you, or asking, what have you seen today online that concerns you, or what have you seen online today that you have questions about? And that might spark some conversation.
Schools often use two-factor authentication to add a second layer of security to online accounts. It verifies your identity using, for example, a phone or other mobile device to prevent anyone but you from logging in. Car Junction schools also have restrictions in place to manage what students can access.
You want to preserve a lot of what they're seeing now so that they're not being exposed to that at such an early age. So it's definitely a concern.
In Car Junction, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Graham also advises people to pay attention when clicking on external links and reach out to specialists when unsure if a message is legitimate or not. Well, a possible medical call turns into a pair of arrests. At about 7 this morning, Jasper County deputies responded to a call concerning a man sleeping in a car. When officers arrived at Zora and State Highway 249, they found a driver and a passenger asleep in the SUV. During the investigation, they also found roughly 300 pounds of telecommunication wire. Authorities arrested both men on charges of felony stealing and possession of drug paraphernalia. Well, we're kicking off another hot weekend. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Yeah, definitely a very hot day for us today. Mid-90s for highs, but heat indices about 105 to 107 throughout the day. We've gotten some clouds in here over the past couple hours, but still, most of us are sitting low to mid-90s, so a very hot evening on tap for us. But you can see those clouds kind of shifting through, a couple little sprinkles, little thunderstorm or two in our far western counties, but this is going to kind of sink through over the next few hours. So don't be surprised if you see a random sprinkle or a quick little shower. Severe thunderstorm watch to our north, where some bigger storms have been north of Kansas City. For us, again, most of the evening looks okay as we slide back through the 80s. Eventually into the 70s. Bigger thunderstorms roll in for us later on tonight. Those details here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. According to AAA, gas prices may be on the move again, though this time for the better. While the national average for a gallon of gas sits at just over $3.80, the 4 states area is at least 20 cents cheaper, with the Arkansas average at just over $3.49. Better still, prices for gas in local counties are even lower, with Crawford County at $3.50, Cherokee County at $3.54, and Jasper County at $3.49. Now, Newton County and Ottawa County are both at $3.52. We'll take a closer look at the Kansas gas prices tonight at 10. AAA wants to remind drivers that school season means seeing more school kids in our neighborhoods and getting on buses. Because drivers may be out of practice, AAA has some tips to get back into the habit of watchful driving during the school season. Follow school drop-off and pickup procedures and be mindful that these may have changed. Slow down and always stop for school buses. Have children exit a vehicle curbside and eliminate distractions while you're driving. For a more comprehensive list, you can head over to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Plans for a Pittsburgh IHOP are still on the plate. Company representatives confirm a new location in the former Gusano's building next to the Meadowbrook Mall is slated to open by the end of the year. Coming up, McDonald County has plans for a 13-plus slate of events for 2024. And
it's Food Truck Friday in Carthage, Missouri, and we're figuring out how the workers stay cool even during heat advisories. I'm Amber Jenkins with the story.
And at Toyota, cash on the lease of new 2023 Toyota vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
Hope is on the horizon for the more than 1,500 Knoll Tyson workers soon to be out of a job. Earlier this week, Tyson Foods announced it would be closing its Knoll plant in October. The McDonald County Chamber of Commerce is planning a career and resource fair next week to help the displaced workers and others who are exploring new career opportunities. It'll be held next Wednesday, August 16th from 2 to 7 p.m. at the River Ranch Resort in Knoll. McDonald County Chamber of Commerce is also kicking off a 13-plus event vendor slate for 2024. Now, this McDonald County Happenings slate of events begins April 2024 and runs through October. And this free to the public, unique slate of events enlists the involvement of the whole community, from farmers to arts and crafts and entertainment and more. Food Truck Frenzy will take place on the 4th Saturday of each month. The second Saturday of each month will take these same core vendors along with their food truck counterparts to different cities in the county. The Chamber says to expect more details in the coming months. Well, Food Truck Friday is underway in Carthage, Missouri, with temps in the 90s. KOAM's Amber Jenkins talked to some workers about what their shift is like during an heat advisory.
We're making a pie. And are you going to like it or pie?
Working in the heat is challenging, and working around objects that generate heat in tight spaces can be difficult. But that's a normal shift for workers in food trucks.
They're calling for 96 degrees, so we're like potato salad. We don't do well when it gets past about 87 degrees. Food trucks are horrible for heat, especially the fry trucks, but Fat Tony's Pizza Kitchen's a bakery. So that means that we're baking in here most of the day.
This is Fat Tony's first Food Truck Friday in Carthage, Missouri, coming from the Springfield area. Whether it's Springfield or Carthage, the Missouri heat is still on food truck workers' minds.
It's pretty hot, sorry.
Don't ever think that we sit there and sweat in your pizza. We don't. So, and some people wonder.
Fat Tony made sure to equip the kitchen with a new AC unit and a fan that pushes out the hot rising air. But for the ventilation systems, it has two purposes.
Ventilation system here on top of the oven that takes cool air from this side, brings it over the top of the oven, and takes it out the other side. And that's what we call our smell-o-vision. Because the smells of the pizza cooking in the oven get pushed out into the crowd, and then of course people go crazy and they have to have a slice of Fat Tony's pizza.
This Food Truck Friday, the city of Carthage is under a heat advisory. However, the workers at Fat Tony's say that battling this heat inside the food trucks is worth it for the community.
We decided to make the drive, and probably one of the best things we ever did. Carthage is just a wonderful, wonderful town. The people are wonderful. And you really can't ask, as a food truck operator, you really can't ask for anything better than that, because I feel like we have a relationship here in Carthage with the people.
Reporting in Carthage, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Well, if there's a profession you'd like to see a glimpse of, contact Amber Jenkins on Facebook. A little later, Lamar High School gets ready for gridiron glory. John has more in sports.
Plus, we have some thunderstorms rolling in for us later tonight. Details coming up.
Got a good feeling
Well, of course, it was a hot one for us today. Temperatures shot into the mid-90s, but heat indices about 105 to 107 across the region. We've gotten some clouds in here over the past several hours. Nice shot, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. We could see a random sprinkle or two as we go through the evening hours. Most of you will end up staying dry. 92 Neodesha, 93 at Grand, Pittsburgh sitting at 90 in Monette. We can go outside, 7th and Rangeline, currently sitting at 93. But look at our heat index. It feels like 105 outside, in some areas even hotter than that. 114 at Grand Lake, 115 in Veneta, 106 Neodesha. Stockton Lake feels like 107 degrees. So it's very muggy, very soupy out there. Temperatures are going to slide back through the 80s eventually. Upper 70s for us later on tonight. All right, some clouds have been working in, even a couple little tiny thunderstorms in our far western counties. Most of these are just little sprinkles, but you can see a couple little thunderstorms just to the west of Bartlesville. So these are going to slide into northeastern parts of Oklahoma. So our western counties, you may get a random shower or two as we go through the evening. Bigger thunderstorms mainly stayed to the north of Kansas City as we work through the daytime hours today. But as this wave continues to work in, we'll see showers and thunderstorms increasing. You can see them picking up across western parts of Oklahoma. So our rain chances will really start to go up after midnight tonight. You can see them kind of shoot up 3, 4, 5, and then again mid to late morning, and then up again as we go into tomorrow night. So several rounds are going to rotate through. All right, here's midnight, random shower or two. Thunderstorms erupt mainly after 2 or 3 o'clock. Scattered showers, thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be strong, may even get a low grade severe. Big complex working through. Here's 5:30 in the morning, and then kind of shifting off toward the east. Then we'll get periods of showers, even a few thunderstorms as we go through most of the morning hours. I think most of these will sink out of here by the time we get to the noon hour. All right, by the afternoon, partly cloudy skies, could get an isolated shower or thunderstorm. But then as we get into tomorrow night, here we go again. Another round. Showers, thunderstorms start to increase and head in. So here's 4:30 in the morning on Sunday, bands of showers and storms. Some of those storms could be strong as well. Those will push through. We're going to have hit and miss storms Sunday morning and even a few isolated ones during the afternoon. Then we do it again. Sunday night, another band of showers and thunderstorms. So we should get plenty of chances for rain as we go through the next couple days. If we stop our rain tracker at Sunday, you can see a lot of areas are going to pick up a ½ an inch to an inch across the region, which is something we greatly need. All right, 92 tomorrow, 94 on Sunday, much cooler Monday, high of only 84, 86 Tuesday, back into the 90s to near 100 as we go down the road, but at least we're going to get a few rounds of rain once again.
So if you like to sleep in the mornings, then it should be fine. You could just sleep through all the storms this weekend.
There you go.
There you go. All right, John Dales joins us now. High school football season kicks off in Missouri in 2 weeks from tonight, actually.
Yeah, that's right. We've got all you need to know about the Lamar Tigers coming up. And we also stopped by East Newton's football practice this morning. Hear from those schools and more on the other side. It's Friday night, and 2 weeks from now, that means high school football will be played in Missouri. For our next season preview, we head to one of the most dominant programs in the area who have made it to the state championship 10 out of the last 12 years. That's the Lamar Tigers, who haven't won a state title since 2020. For them, that's a long streak. And after a couple of state runner-up finishes in 21 and 22, Lamar brings back a lot of experience with its skill positions on offense and in the defensive backfield. Tigers seniors are hungry for a second state championship before they graduate.
We've improved so far since day one, which is all we can ask for. We're getting better every week, and I think we'll be prepared once the season starts. Our leaders are leading a lot more. We're not relying on the coaches to bring the energy, and we're being a player-led team like they expect us to do.
We've had the same goal since day one, since I've been here my freshman year. We came up short the past couple of years, but we just need to get back to that state title game. Of course, we got a lot of great guys out there. We're turning our entire defensive line, so that's always a positive. So we should be all right.
And on the other side of the coin, East Newton High School, home to a football program that hasn't had much success recently, but enters 2023 hoping to turn a new leaf. Patriots on the practice field this morning. On top of their on-field struggles over the past couple years, they've actually run into some adversity elsewhere during the offseason. Head coach Tom Ellis says that isn't slowing the team's effort down, though.
The kids have worked extremely hard. We've been a little snake bit this summer. We've had a few things happen, had a couple of car wrecks and things, but the kids are fighting through it. They're really working hard. We're going to be really young again this year. Hopefully we can build off of what we did last year.
Practice has gone extremely well. Everybody's been giving effort every day, more than we can ever ask for. I mean, I've seen the best effort out here that I've seen in all 4 of my years here. And so it's made me really excited for the season to start up.
I kind of just want to keep everybody motivated, keep them all here, have everyone having fun, putting in effort, doing the work.
Football season quickly approaching, so's football or soccer. Today, the MIAA releases its preseason women's soccer coaches poll. Missouri Southern, the only team in our area with a team, picked to finish 10th. Central Missouri is the favorite after winning the conference championship last year. Missouri Southern 2-14-1 season a year ago. Both its wins come in conference play over the teams below them. In the poll, Lions return 4 All-MIAA players. Their first match is on Tuesday, August 31st. But 162 years ago today, the Battle of Wilson's Creek was fought in Springfield during the Civil War. Today, another fight for territory takes place in Missouri, that being the I-70 series between the Royals and the Cardinals. Tonight, first of a 2-game series between the two. Adam Wainwright scheduled to pitch for the Redbirds. He's really struggled this year, 7.36 ERA. His counterpart, Dylan Coleman, looking for his first win of the year. The Cardinals just took 2 of 3 from the Rays, first pitch at 7:10 at Kauffman Stadium. Back to Lamar football. Pretty interesting to, see a football program where a trip to the state championship game, well, it's kind of a failure if you don't win that.
I know, but it's so impressive, and they put in so much work to get there.
Yeah.
So, an impressive team. Excited to see how they do this season.
Really excited. Should be fun to watch.
All right, that's it for sports. We're back after this.
Feels good to be home.
Harry Reid, a 4-state hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll hear from a Joplin-based teacher supply store on the cost of back-to-school shopping for teachers. Plus, a new Missouri law would require doctors to test kids under 6 years old for lead poisoning. And how schools across the country are teaching students about artificial intelligence. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. All right, final wrap.
Yeah, might as well. Showers, thunderstorms trying to work in later on tonight, mainly after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning hours. Some of these could be stronger, but remember, they're going to be very scattered, so not everybody's going to get the rain. 92 tomorrow, and then another round of showers and thunderstorms roll in tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Then we do it again Sunday night into Monday morning. So hopefully everybody gets a little bit of rain this weekend.
So don't bother mowing my yard till after this weekend.
Probably.
All right, well, don't have a problem with that. Final sports note.
We keep getting a lot closer to football season. One sign of that being NFL preseason games being played this weekend. They got started up yesterday, happening again today. Chiefs play over the weekend too.
Ooh, that's exciting. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.
Closed captioning on